breaking under the light. Old scars in the mirror, one more face to fake. He walks through the curtain like a storm that won't break. Crowd wants blood, crowd wants more. He feels that ache in the bone, he swore. Count to three, hear the roar. He's still standing, but not like before. Kato, take the fall. Kato, give it all. Kato, hear the bell. This is the last call. Kato, hold the line. Kato, one more time. Kato, make it loud. One more round tonight. Kato, hey! Road maps in the glove box, torn knees, cheap rooms, 1,000 cheap banners and a locker room full of fumes. He knows the promo's over, he knows the run is done, but the body keeps talking when the good times come undone. Crowd wants blood, crowd wants more. He feels that. Back brace on, boots in the ring. I hear the crowd start spinning. You came for a break, for a fix, for a patch. I came with the shoulder, the lifted. Steel in the grin, blood on the chain. I know you're hurt like a map of pain. You got a wreck in your chest tonight. I bring the hammer, I bring the light. Hands up, brother, hold your ground. I drag you out when the walls come down. You're bit but not done, you're not defeated. I'm the cut that gets you seated. Doctor,
Extraordinary, Xavier Deuce. Extraordinary, Xavier Deuce.
break that
Chain and he make his move. Extraordinary, Xavier Deuce. Extraordinary, Xavier Deuce.
when he locks that grip.
You know what he'll do.
Boots hit hard on the canvas floor. Every step say you want more and more. Elbow drop, got a drumline sting. He flipped that body like a crown with wings. No fake smile, no borrow shine. He built that legend line by line. From the first bell to the last round call, he the kind of man make the banners fall. Kinda down now, feel that pressure rise. One more breath, then he lights those eyes. Shoulder up and he won't delay. Say his name loud, hear the whole room say.
Extraordinary, Xavier Deuce. Extraordinary.
Low Life James, say his name. Low Life James, he came to take the pain. Low Life James, he don't play clean. Low Life James, he's a scrap machine. Black eye shining under the lights, hand stitched tape and a borrowed crown. He takes the hits and he takes the jokes, then he drives you hard to the ground. He smiles when the count gets low, like he knows something you don't know. One more slam and the whole place shakes. One more roar and the weak hearts fold. Now the bell keeps calling, he never backs away. Crowd on their feet now, waiting on the break. Low Life James, say his name. Low Life James. Give me the hippie, flying through the night, kicking out hate with the technical light. Hands up high when he's climbing to the top. 1, 2, 3 when he drop, when he drop. Give me the hippie, dancing on the ropes, crushing your doubt, but he's selling you hope. Crowd sing along when he sandals up the mat. Peace, love, slam. Can you handle that? He don't want war, but they'll win this fight. Hug you before, then he send you to the sky. Patchwork jacket, glitter on his face. Little bit of zen in his violent place. Sage in his bag, heart in his chest. Smiling at the giant that he's about to suplex. Says breathing deep, feel the energy. Then moons all down like gravity's his enemy. Jimmy the hippie, flying through the night, kicking out 8 with the technical light. Hands up high when he's climbing to the top. 1, 2, 3 when he drop. Jimmy the hippie, dancing on the ropes, crushing your doubt, but he's selling you hope. The crowd sing along when the sandals hit the mat. Peace, love, slam. Can you handle that? Battle break the ring. Battle make it sing. Knox takes the crown. Knox brings the pain. Battle Magnus Knox. Say his name. Battle he won't stay down. He wears that deer hide jacket, splashed with scarlet seams, a rack of sharpened antlers on the side of his machine. He drops that buckshot elbow, then he drags you through the ropes. One clean hit from the corner, and your whole plan goes cold. He don't blink, he don't beg, he just lowers the head, dust in his tracks, blood on the strap. The Enigma! Say his name soft and he's already here, twisting your bones while he twists your fear. Break you in half till you disappear. The Enigma. Low shield appear. Bones explode like a funeral drum. Every step says your time has come. Eyes black oil under dawn white day. No one finds a path of escape. Let's watch wide when the lights glitch out. Hear your own pulse in the cottage shout. He lifts you high like a crooked cross. Whispers your worst secret as he tries. He is the Enigma. Low shield appear. Say his name soft and he's already here, twisting your bones while he twists your fear. Break you in half till you disappear. The Enigma. Low shield appear. Pretty boy Alex Troy, breaking hearts like the maid of alloy. Every slam, every smile, such a wild decoy. Crowd chants loud for pretty boy Alex Troy. He turns pain into pure teenage joy. You came for the match, but you stayed for the boy. Pretty boy Alex Troy. Hey. He flips out of a headlock laughing, fixes one strand of his hair. This isn't dead. his hand, tape stained brown, mouth forming numbers as he stares down the crowd. He tilts his neck once, like he heard a small sound. Then he starts laughing, but he's not laughing out loud. Jake Wiley walks you home down that long black ramp alone. Every chair turns into stone when Jake Wiley walks you home. You're never going home. Crowd starts shaking when the bell rings loud. He plants his feet, he won't bow down. You can swing, you can throw. He's still standing, you should know. One more hit and he grins like the storm is let in. All that Braden Elliott, Braden Elliott, all that Braden Elliott, he won't back down. All that Braden Elliott, Braden Elliott, all that Braden Elliott, he owns this ground. Forearm flies, cut the air in two. He takes the pain and turns it into fuel. Rope burn red on the side of his head, and still he rises when you think he can't. Stomps the mat like thunder in chains, keeps coming back through every hit you make. You can swing, you can throw. He's still standing, you should know. One more hit and he grins like the storm is let in. All that Braden Elliott.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Imagine Live from the Dojo, chapter 306, and we are just 3 short days away from our return to the Juniata Civics Association Pavilion, 3 short days away from our Rail City Rumble featuring AEW superstar Anthony Bones, 3 short days away from our Chief Executive Officer here at Imagine Wrestling, Kato's final match, and 3 short days away of what is being touted the event for Central Pennsylvania. You're not going to want to miss it. Before we get there, we're here and we're live, and tonight marks the very final appearance for our Chief Executive Officer here at Imagine Wrestling, Kato's, as an active wrestler. He is going to close tonight's broadcast with a very special sentiment for you, ladies and gentlemen of the imagination. You're going to want to stick around and hear what he has to say. Plus, come hell or high water, excuses be damned, Jimmy the high-flying hippie must submit to a urine analysis drug screening. That's right, he must take a drug test here tonight as ordered by that specially acquired liaison for the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission, Mason Lawrence, or Jimmy is fired. If he takes it, he might be suspended. You're going to have to stick around to find out what happens with that. Plus, we have huge interviews from the prophet, Jacob Crane. We're going to hear from that medical maniacal menace himself, Dr. Keystone. Extraordinary Xavier Deuce weighs in. The Shape Jake Wiley weighs in. And we have not only 1, but 2 huge debuts as we hear from the debuting Rick Studley, and also from a man who calls himself Johnny Ringo the Drifter. Plus, we have 2 huge matchups. 2 weeks ago, the Battle Buck Magnus Knox left our unified Central Pennsylvania champion, the lowlife James Rippers, in a heap. Those 2 are going to go one-on-one in their rematch here this evening. Plus, I understand that Dire Wolf has called out Pretty Boy Alex Troy. Those 2 men are going to go one-on-one in that ring. And don't miss this, ladies and gentlemen. Your current Imagine Heavyweight Champion, the Sideshow Psycho, and Carney King, Malachi Gage, will be in that ring, joined by one of the #1 contenders for that Imagine Heavyweight Championship title, All That Braden Elliott. These 2 men are going to face off and discuss which one of them deserve to carry the banner for Imagine Wrestling into the future. This is absolutely going to be one of those episodes you're not going to want to miss. Imagine Live starts now.
The blood, fire in my lungs. Every fall I take just sharpens up my bones. You can slam me through the floor, drag me through the mud, but I will stand. I will stand, 'cause I got iron in the blood. One last
all the way. What the hell are you doing here?
I am in the stead of one Michael Zeke. He is absent today. He's been given the evening off for good service, so I'm taking his place.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Welcome to Imagine Live, all the way live, Chapter 306. I am your acquired liaison and host, Mason Lawrence, baby. And with me, not Mike Zeke, but one DC Bentley. How you doing? How you doing?
Well, I am doing well, but as I said earlier in the preamble, we are just 3 days away from July the 18th. Imagine Wrestling is returning to the Juniata Civics Association Pavilion for that Rail City Rumble. It's going to be faces of new, faces of old, from the past, present, and future, all engaging in an over-the-top battle royal to determine the new #1 contender for the Imagine Heavyweight Championship title. And joining those men from the Imagine Wrestling roster is a man from the AEW roster. I'm talking about Anthony Bowens in the house. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think it'll be nice and cute, but it'll be so much better when I throw him over the top rope and claim my victory of the Rail City Rumble. But that's neither here nor there. We'll see on Saturday, and I know you will be seeing it too.
Be careful what you wish for, Mason Lawrence, but VIP tickets completely sold out. General admission tickets going quickly. We are going to cram as many folks into that Juniata Civics Association Pavilion as humanly possible, but we do not want to let anyone else. If you haven't gotten your tickets, get down to our website. Get them now.
No, I like you a lot more than Mike Cheek. I hope he isn't watching, but
I hope he is. I like the support of a good man. Now, before we allow you to say what you say to activate the other members of this production staff, I do want to make a special announcement. Right before going live on this very broadcast, Imagine Wrestling Administration informed me that any man that engages physically in tonight's ongoings, with the exception of the men involved in their own matches, will lose their spot in the Rail City Rumble. There is no physicality outside of 4 individuals tonight.
wow. You know who I'm looking right at? I'm looking right at you, Jimmy the High Flying Hippie. No hostility from you tonight. This is the greatest decision ever made, I must say. But without further ado, Lloyd, do something.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the spotlight. My first guest of the evening, he is the Shape, Jake Wiley. Jake, this Saturday, Rail City Rumble. You're #1. Tell us your thoughts. Okay, Jake, if you won't talk about that, last week, all that, Braden Elliott,
What did you just say?
all that Braden Elliott.
All that. Braden Elliott. Everybody's favorite. My favorite. Lloyd, let me ask you a question. Who in this place knows Braden Elliott the best? And some might even say more than him.
Probably you, Jake.
You're damn right. Me. And you know what? I don't understand, Lloyd, why Braden Elliott viciously attacked me last week. I mean, I wasn't doing anything wrong, was I?
Could be arguable, Jake.
Could be arguable. But you see, I thought of something. Because, Braden, let's be real. I know you all too well. I could be like everybody else. I could attack you tonight. Hell, this Saturday, I could cost you your championship. Again. But I'm not going to do that because I know what no one else knows, and that is I know what hurts you the most. And Braden, that's your favorite sin. That's pride. So I've decided that Lucio DeVere is no longer going to be #1 in this Rumble Saturday. It's going to be me. And you know what, Lloyd? I'm going to beat Braden Elliott's time. His record-breaking time that I know that he cherishes oh so much from last year. What do you think about that, Braden?
Xavier Deuce.
What's that smell? It's you. You smell like the roadkill that I pick up and play with the bones.
God, I want to hook you so bad. But I don't want to lose my spot in the rubber. So listen here, Walmart, Jeffrey Donner. I was coming for you, yes I say. And I would beat you over and over and over and over again till you two come out. And after that, I'm going to over you the top rope and enable you. Because my future is coming on. It's coming on.
What the hell did you just say?
Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest of the evening, he's the medical menace. He is Dr. Key Stone. Doctor, I have no doubt that you have a treatment plan for this Saturday at the Rail City Rumble.
Lloyd, we can talk all night, but that ain't getting us nowhere. You see, I am a man of action. I am a man of medicine. I am Dr. Keystone. And I've been in the hospital fighting for you, imagination. See, you dirty birds can't keep your wings clean. I had my staff fighting staff. I was giving hooks to hookworms. I was giving the diarrhea parasite diarrhea. I was getting these healing hands dirty, and now they're hands for you. Imagination. Saturday, if I see you in that ring, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to bruise you. I'm going to cure you. I am Dr. Keystone, and I am here to help.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my third guest of the evening, he's the prophet, Jacob Crane. Prophet, you call yourself a prophet. Tell us, what do you foresee for this Saturday night?
Well, first of all, Lloyd, how are you? And how are you doing, ladies and gentlemen? I would like you all to take a moment and join me in prayer tonight. Don't you feel so much better?
A little bit, Jacob, yeah.
My name is Jacob Crane, but you may call me the prophet. And this Saturday is the Rail City Rumble. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that means that many men will enter, but only one man is going to make it to the end. And you are looking at the one above all. July 18th, your false prophets are going to fall to my feet. And ladies and gentlemen, I am going to walk away the winner of the Rail City Rumble. Thus saith the prophet Jacob Crane.
Pardon me a moment there, ladies and gentlemen. A little sweaty. My glasses fell off. Our next guest of the evening, he's a newcomer. He's the drifter, Johnny Ringo. Thank you for this time, Johnny.
Of course.
New to Imagine. Tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're here.
You see, Lloyd, imagination, I am the drifter Johnny Ringo. And you don't know me yet. And I don't exactly blame you. See, I'm a man with nothing. And yet I find myself wandering from town to town, place to place, looking for something to call my own. I find myself here in Altoona, the Rail City. Rail City. The Rail City Rumble, Lloyd. July 18th, this Saturday, I'm here today to declare for that Rumble. You see, the winner of that Rumble gets a shot at the Imagine Heavyweight title. And that is something I would love to call my own. And who knows what I'll do after that. After all, I'm just some no-count drifter. And I'm Johnny Ringo. I'm just passing through town. Thank you, Lloyd.
Thank you, Johnny. Let's roll some special footage.
I'm Rick Studley. I'm looking for a fight. And I hear next Saturday in Altoona, there's a Rumble. Rick Studley doesn't back down from any fight. Altoona, Pennsylvania. Rick Studley will see you there.
Imagination. Let's cut to the chase. We all know what's going to happen here tonight. So with me, I have a drug test. So the only thing I'm really missing is Jimmy, the high-flying hippie. Now, before we start, I appreciate you taking the time to come here this week. It's quite honestly the most honorable thing you've ever done for this company. But that doesn't mean I trust you still. So when you go back there, you're going to have a little special friend with you to make sure that everything goes right. So come on out.
Jimmy, you tried to end my career. Not just one swanton, but two. I haven't been able to wrestle. I haven't even been able to breathe right. I haven't been able to be here for a couple of weeks. Internal bleeding. Just like I said before, I was bleeding in the chest. But I'm back.
He's back.
Tonight to finally see justice get served. And it's going to feel so good to finally see you get fired tonight.
All right. I guess. Here we go. You're a little close to me, don't you think?
Whoa, it's much bigger than I expected.
What?
The cop is bigger than I expected. The cop.
You touch it, you're going to lose your rumble spot. All right. Hopefully that's enough. But before I submit the test, I got a couple questions about the randomness of this and why you guys are so worried about my lifestyle. If you're that interested in counterculture, there's no application to join. You can be free just like me, guys. And be honest, if you're that interested and you guys like it that much, my life might be for both of you. In fact, here's a taste.
It's in my mouth.
Oh, God! I'm gonna be sick! Oh, DC, do something!
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, you're an 8. Jimmy, the high-flying hippie, sure did, and then gave Mason Lawrence and the Enigma Lucio DeVere their own pungent personal pickleback shots. But speaking of getting personal, it doesn't get much more personal than hearing the words of our chief executive officer here at Imagine Wrestling, Kato, as he approaches his final match in just 3 days. Keep in mind, this is his final appearance at Imagine Live from the dojo as an active wrestler, and he does have some warm sentiments to you, ladies and gentlemen of the Imagination. Now, he has meant a lot to so many people, but I know when it comes to Kato, what means a lot to him is you. So you're going to want to stick around for the tail end of our broadcast, catch his words for you. We also are going to have the Imagine Heavyweight Champion, the Sideshow Psycho Incarnate King, Malachi Gage, in the ring, face-to-face with one of the #1 contenders for that Imagine Heavyweight Championship title, All That Braden Elliott, as those two discuss which one of them deserves to carry the banter of Imagine Wrestling into the future. It's going to be contentious, but no physicality is allowed. Keep that in mind. But here is an opportunity for you to catch some physicality. Lloyd Loud, we got a match. Take it away.
Thank you, DC. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and has a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, he is the pretty boy, Alex Troy. Pretty boy, you have an unblemished record here in Imagine Wrestling. But coming into Saturday, how do you plan to keep that record unblemished?
Well, the plan was simple. The plan was to rest my pretty face another week so I would be 100% walking into the Rumble this Saturday. But now, I'm here sweating my pretty boy balls off because Direwolf hasn't learned that he can't compete with the pretty boy on his worst day. But that's okay. I'm going to make my record 10-0 tonight, and I'm going to walk in to the Rumble 10 times better. I'm walking in that Rumble, and I am throwing Anthony Bowens over the top rope. I am proving that I am the only star that this company needs. And then I'm winning the whole thing so that no one can stop me when I go for the Imagine Live Championship. Now 10-0 sounds pretty good to me, doesn't it? It's pretty sells.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. His opponent for the evening, he is the Dire Wolf.
Hot in here, Lloyd. Let me shed some fur.
It is a bit hot. Thank you for this time, Dire Wolf. Last week, you called out the pretty boy, Alex Troy. You got him here tonight. Tell us your thoughts.
You know, my thoughts, they're hard to put into words, Lloyd. You know, I'm ecstatic. My tail's wagging. I'm finally getting my paws on the chew toy, Alex Troy. I've been calling him out for weeks now. And you know, our last match, it didn't exactly end the way that I wanted to. So tonight, I'm going to beat you fair, square, with nothing but tooth and nail. And I'm going to get it done here in the middle of the ring. I'm going to put a blemish on your record. And I'm just going to keep that momentum rolling, Lloyd. Right into July 18th at the Rail City Rumble. I'm going to call you out specifically, pretty boy. I'm going to find you out there, and you're going over that top rope, both tonight and on Saturday at the Juniata Civics Association.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that match right after this video.
They're riot on a worn-out ground. Raise them hands, let us shake the room. One last fight, one last boom. The ropes cut red on an elbow drop. Knees talk back, but the heart won't stop. Champ in the past.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the Imagination, we are about ready to get started in this matchup between Direwolf and pretty boy Alex Troy. Mason Lawrence is back, and I detect a hint of multivitamin mixed with asparagus. So how'd that happen to you?
I'm sticky, DC.
Well, I would imagine so. It's got gassed, as they say in the pen. Oh. And jump starting this one. As these two men pour onto the floor. Remember, in the Rail City Rumble, one does have to go over the top rope, but it looks like
Went through the middle.
Yeah, it looks like Pretty Boy Alex Troy got one up there on Direwolf, caught him off guard.
Yeah. A lot of animosity between these two, obviously.
Oh, Mason, you seem a little depressed, man. What's wrong?
I don't want to talk about it right now, DC. I will talk about it later tonight.
At your own accord, Mason Lawrence. Now Direwolf makes his way back into the ring. Crash Out Trey's in there officiating this one. He's giving counts and making sure everything's on the level.
Yeah.
Oh.
The angrier he gets, the blonder his hair.
This boy, Pretty Boy Alex Troy, is an absolute internet sensation. He has phenomenal numbers on all walks of social media. You a member of Instagram, Mason Lawrence?
Yes, DC, I am a member of Instagram because I am part of the youth.
the Ute. You see Direwolf is really struggling in there with this really aggressive Pretty Boy Alex Troy. Oh my. Is that a forearm shot?
Looked like it was just a straight, knuckle sandwich right to the dome of one Direwolf.
Apparently very effective. Both of these men hopefuls to win that over-the-top battle royal for a #1 contender.
Yeah, do you think wolves that live in caves take ibuprofen? I think he might need
I don't know. I know that my bulldog takes puppy Prozac. What is that?
We'll have to hide his medication in some cheese.
He's in some trouble, man. He's on a psychotropic regimen. Now Direwolf is really feeling the effects of that high leg choke, I guess you'd call it.
Oh. Running chest first in that turnbuckle.
Trey is getting impatient with Troy's inability to follow the rules here. Oh! You've never had the privilege of sharing the ring with either of these gentlemen, correct?
I have not. I've had the privilege of calling these matches on Wednesdays, but the Rail City Rumble on Saturday will be my chance to finally get my hands on one of these two, you know?
Well, have you thought of a game plan for contending with either of them? Because they're both going to be there.
My game plan is very simple, DC, and that is to be Mason Lawrence, which is honestly the hardest feat that anyone could ever try to replicate because there is no one like me.
You could say that again. And a back elbow into the solar plexus of Pretty Boy Alex Troy as Direwolf tries to mount some offense here but gets cut off abruptly.
I mean, one must think about how hot it is, how much that might be affecting someone under a mask like one Direwolf.
Excellent point.
Sweat could be beating into those eyes, hair could be getting in his face.
You'd imagine it's just harder to get around. You do a lot of heat expulsion from the head. Yeah. When you can't get rid of that heat, it just lingers around, and that's got to be, you're right, probably taking its toll on Direwolf right now.
The mask covers up the nose a little bit. That might be hard to breathe.
Ooh, kick out now by Direwolf.
One must think how that might affect him in a Rail City Rumble, perchance.
Perchance. I'll tell you what, Alex Troy is on one hell of a winning streak as of lately. You know he's hoping to continue that on Saturday, but he's got a lot of competition, including the man that he just called out, Anthony Bowens.
Yeah. He's definitely going to be the target on his back. Is going to be large.
That's it. That man is a physical specimen. Anthony Bowens is a thick fella. And now, I don't know what this is. What is this move called, Mason? There's no double entendre there. Stop giggling. And now he pulls him by the mask. Could have pulled the hair. Could have been hair pulling Wednesday. I don't know.
I mean, I think we can call it like mask pulling Wednesday, something like that.
Mask pulling Wednesday, yeah. But Direwolf's showing his mane. You see his long, beautiful locks hanging out of that mask. He's got a lot of hair.
Yeah, one must think that a lot of Pretty Boy Alex Troy's hatred towards one Direwolf is the fact that he hides his face, maybe.
Oh. You can't maul on somebody who's masked.
How do you know what that means?
The TikToks.
All right.
Direwolf is now perched in the top rope. Looks like Pretty Boy Alex Troy is going to mount up there. But Trey is just losing control of Alex Troy. Alex Troy doing what he wants in there, flaunting the rules.
Whoa!
Oh, what a crossbody.
When wolves fly.
Is that a Prince song?
I dabble.
There we go. I'll tell you what. There goes some fire coming out of Direwolf right now. Another double axe handle as Alex Troy bounces.
Is he going to howl? Is he going to do the howl?
Oh, Wolf Saber Slam. Thank you, Mr. Coleman. Oh my gosh. He fell out of the ring. Boy, I tell you, he's not going to want to make that mistake come Saturday. Goes over the top and falls out of the ring like that. He'll lose his opportunity for that champion, number one contendership.
Oh my God.
Wolfensplash.
He might be losing that move in his arsenal come Saturday if that's what might happen to him.
He's not very sure-footed. I would say he probably should can that. Don't take any unnecessary risks on Saturday. It's a big opportunity.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Has him up. Whoa.
Oh, there's a roll through.
Roll through.
1, 2,
no.
A reversal. He's got the tights. He's got the tights.
2, 3.
That's it.
The streak continues.
Handful of tights for crying out loud.
10-0, baby. 10-0.
10-0.
Coming for the Rumble on Saturday.
10-0. Doesn't matter if you gotta cheat every time. 10-0. You gotta care, huh?
Whoa. Oh!
Now look at that! That has some implications for this Saturday. Just tossing Pretty Boy Alex Troy over the top rope.
Yeah, what could that mean for Saturday?
We're going to find out. I tell you what, I've never been more excited going into a Rail City Rumble than I am for this one. A lot happening. It is only 3 days away. Tickets are available online. This is the biggest pre-sale in 2026. Mason, people want to see this Rumble. Wrestlers of past, present, and future. People want to see Anthony Bones. People want to see Kato engage in his final match here at Imagine Wrestling. Tickets are available, but you got to get them now online.
You know what? Things have been going my way this week, and I will touch on that later. But, you know what? Never mind. Lloyd, why don't you do your job and do something?
Thank you, DC. Thank you, Mason. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is your main event of the evening. Introducing first, he is the Battle Buck, Magnus Knox. Magnus, you're definitely a man on the hunt, and it seems you set your sights on James Rivers and his unified Central Pennsylvania title.
That's damn right. I have set my sights, and I have already proven why I'm going to walk out of here tonight the Central Pennsylvania champion. Last time we were in the ring together, it ended with me, foot on your chest, James Rivers, arms up holding those belts. And it will be the same exact story tonight because you're in the ring with Battle Buck Magnus Knox. You're in the ring with the most aggressive, ruthless competitor at Imagine Wrestling. And speaking of aggressive and ruthless, the Rail City Rumble. I will win that Rail City Rumble. I will have my hand raised in victory because that Rumble requires grit, that requires unrelenting aggression and a stupidity to not stop going out of pure spite, out of pure hate, whatever it takes. I will make sure every competitor fears the deer.
His opponent for the evening, he is the unified Central Pennsylvania champion. He's the lowlife, James Rivers. Thank you for this time, James.
Absolutely.
Magnus is on the hunt. You seem to be the one he's hunting. However, you're hunting something yourself that you can get this Saturday at the Rail City Rumble.
That's true. Though tonight, Magnus, what you brought up is entirely true. Last time we were in the ring together, you left me laying. And a few weeks before that, you actually beat me one-on-one here in the ring. But tonight, I don't think it's your night. I mean, you couldn't even get through the curtain. But here, tonight, when the championship is on the line, I am at my best. Anytime there's a title on the line, I'm willing to go as low as I need to, no matter who likes it, no matter who doesn't, no matter what rules I need to bend, because I'm a lowlife, baby! And tonight, I will walk away still the unified Imagine Live Central Pennsylvania champion, and I will use that momentum and that same mindset, that same ability and willingness to bend the rules this Saturday in the Rail City Rumble. So whether I have to throw out one guy, throw out 30 30 guys, I am going to be the last man standing. The only thing that matters is that I throw out the last guy. And then I will relay the Rail City Rumble victory to a World Championship match where I will again walk away with a victory because, as I mentioned before, when a title's on the line, I am on my prime. So whether I have to beat a wannabe redneck, a clown, or an old man, I will be the next Imagine Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, and I will be the face that leads Imagine Wrestling into the future.
That match right after this video.
They're riot on a worn-out ground. Raise them hands, let us shake the room. One last fight, one last boom. The ropes cut red on an elbow drop. Knees talk back, but the heart won't stop. Champ in the past.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your Imagine Live from the Dojo Chapter 306 main event, but don't go anywhere. We still have that very special address from your Chief Executive Officer here at Imagine Wrestling, Kato, and the current Imagine Heavyweight Champion, the Sideshow Psycho, and Carney King Malachi Gage will go face-to-face with one of the #1 contenders for his Heavyweight Championship title. All that, Braden Elliott, as they engage in a civil and diplomatic discussion, Mason Lawrence. Yeah. They can't fight each other.
Right, but they can throw things at each other apparently. Yeah.
Is that right? A little chemical warfare, I think, is what you're alluding to. Mason, you seem pissed. Side headlock takeover now by the Battlebuck Magnus Knox. Nice reversal into a waistlock by the Lowlife James River, and a switcheroo there by Magnus Knox, who's a AAU stud, Mason.
That was real cute what you did earlier.
I'm
DC.
sorry.
That was really cute.
I couldn't help myself. I have impulse control problems, Mason.
I'll discuss it later. For now, let's focus on this main event match that's going on.
There we go. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you have been in the ring with both of these gentlemen.
Yes, I have. I have won a tag team championship, won Magnus Knox.
Correct.
I faced James Rivers for one Central Pennsylvania championship. I know these two in and out.
That's right. Who do you think, with your experience, has the advantage, Mason? Oh!
It's so hard to say because two men are both good at two different things. Magnus Knox is really good at using his aggression against his opponents, while one James Rivers uses his intellect, uses his ring IQ to his advantage. That is why he is a unified champion.
Yeah, I would say sly like a fox. The con in con artist stands for confidence, and it seems like the lowlife has the other. What a back elbow. Surgical knee drop just before that, and he is all over the Battlebuck Magnus Knox, who could very well be bigger, but definitely the stronger of the two.
Both have speed, both have resilience, and both have fighting passion.
Youth. They have youth on their side.
They absolutely do.
I'm aging like milk.
Yes,
And
you
there's
are,
a-
DC.
Hey, thanks for noticing. There's a cover, but no pinfall. 2-count kick out. Somebody lost a shoe.
Who lost a shoe?
Is that John Williams?
Did John Williams lose
Tenny
his
pumps?
own shoe?
He lost his own tenny pump. All right, a rear chin lock now being applied by AAU stud Battlebuck Magnus Knox. Oh,
That's the most active I've ever seen John Williams, losing his shoe.
he seems to be a little more light-footed now, doesn't he?
I wouldn't say the word light around the word John Williams.
Yeah, there you go. The gauntlets that the Battlebuck Magnus Knox dons in each and every match, I have an impression that those things are loaded. I mean, he uses them to great effectiveness in every match, raining down forearm shots to the throat.
I assure you, DC, that those are Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission approved. So there's no need to worry about what is in those gauntlets or anything like that.
Well, you would know, as long as it has the Mason Lawrence seal of approval.
Absolutely.
Speaking of seal, I love that entrance theme of yours.
Why, thank you.
It gets that seal gets my seal of approval. How about that? And there is a wow, look at that.
Magnus
Figure four on the head.
Magnus Knox submission holds have a very animalistic trait to them.
Oh yeah.
It's like a predator trying to subdue his prey before he eats him.
He seems to be doing some stalking in there. He's stalking the lowlife James Rivers. Very methodical, by the way. Nice vertical suplex. Oh, what kind of animal is that? Is that a Komodo dragon? I like that. 1, 2. Oh, what a kick out.
The call of the deer.
Is that? Why? I heard one time and it sounded kind of like it's. It's not very intimidating. And up goes James Rivers. Where's he headed, Mason? Oh, no!
My God!
On the back of his friggin' neck!
I think Magnus Knox really wants to kill James Rivers. I mean,
Yeah, I mean that was a brutal Sambo style slam.
Can you win the titles by death? I don't.
It's a good question. That is a good question.
I'm gonna have to double check the Athletic Commission's rules on whether or not that could happen.
On sentinel events and issues of mortality in the ring.
Yeah. Oh,
there's the Edge-O-Matic. Nobody does it quite like the low-life James Rivers.
This is true.
Magnus Knox and the low-life James Rivers stirring the life. Nobody up just yet.
I appreciate you fixing yourself. I know we look alike. My shirt's on, and you just can't notice it, but...
You have similar faces, but different. And now here comes the low-life screaming in. Oh, a stinger splash! He's got him hooked and a suplex of his own now.
Whoa,
wait a second. What is going on here?
He's obviously telling about how he lost his shoe.
Ow.
He's like,
oh no! The low-life James Rivers just...
What? Hey, he can't do that. What is that for?
We have a winner. I'm a little confused, as I was last week with the tactics of James Rivers.
What happened?
Wow. Jake Wiley out here putting his big nose in everybody's business, but we do want you, ladies and gentlemen of the imagination, to put your nose in our business in 3 days on July the 18th as we return to the Juniata Civics Association Pavilion. It is going to be the Rail City Rumble. Anthony Bowens is going to be joining us. Also, our Chief Executive Officer here at Imagine Wrestling, Cato's final matchup, so get your tickets now. Ladies and gentlemen, I would personally like to thank Imagine Wrestling for this time. Myself and my best good friend Mike Zeke have started a podcast, actually 2 podcasts running simultaneously. There's the Bet Mike podcast and the Bet Mike podcast After Dark, where we welcome a special guest, invite them to play our silly games and engage in our pro wrestling and profanities and whatnot. So you're going to want to check that out if you like pro wrestling and you like what we do here. It's really an enjoyable listen. Also, if you want to get yourself some fancy schmancy tie-dye to tie.
No, we're not doing that. DC, don't you have a job to do? Go in that ring. Go in there. I have something to say. Go on. Get. I have something to say. Now, Jimmy, you see what you did to this? You defiled me. You embarrassed me. But Jimmy, I'm going to tell you something right here, right now. You want to play? You want to play these games? You want to embarrass me? I'm going to promise you one thing, is that I'm going to take everything away from you. I am going to cost you everything. And you know what, Jimmy? You know what? That is going to start this Saturday. When I take that world title opportunity away from you. When I take the Rail City Rumble away from you. You think you can mess with me? This is out of the commission's hands. You're in my hands now. So before I lose my temper, DC, please do something.
All right. Take it easy, Mason, and thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the special occasion of the Rail City Rumble returns to the Juniata Civics Association Pavilion in just 3 days. But 2 men that have a substantial history, a substantial timeline of animosity between the 2 of them are going to engage in a very, very special 3-way matchup, as it is our Chief Executive Officer here at Imagine Wrestling, Cato's final match, but that match will be for the Imagine Heavyweight Championship title, the most prestigious title in all of independent wrestling. But I don't know 2 men that have had a similar trajectory, yet distinct and different in many ways. Both men have a deadly ambition. One man carries himself with passion and flash, the other with an insane zeal, both of which eager to carve their own individual identity into the face of professional wrestling. Both men accomplishing that up to this point, but both men feeling like the future of this company deserves to rest on their very shoulders. An incredible burden. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome to the ring someone I have a great affection for. He is from right here in Altoona, Pennsylvania. He is one half of the Imagine Tag Team Champions. He is all that, Braden Elliott. Braden, thank you for giving me this time. Before we begin, I do want to remind you there is no physicality, so I do expect, and I know that you will deliver, a certain air of decorum here as you refrain from getting physical with the Sideshow Psycho Malachi Gage. But that's who I'd like to bring out next. He is your current Imagine Heavyweight Champion. He is the Carded King. He is the Sideshow Psycho, Malachi Gage.
Carded King is here. Here he is. Yeah, you know the deal.
You got it. All right, gentlemen. You two have been jockeying for professional position your entire careers, and it all comes to a head in just 3 days. I know both of you feel like you have earned the responsibility to be the cross-bearer for Imagine Wrestling, but I'm going to let you make that case to one another here this evening for the benefit of our imagination, and hopes that everybody who has any investment in your career shows up, cheers you on, and accepts the final decision of that very matchup. Which one of you would like to plead your case first?
If you don't mind, DC Bentley, I'm sure you would like to say that you're the future of this company. I'm sure you really believe that too, don't you? I know somewhere in your brain you have it locked in that you're better than me, and that makes me sick. In order to be the future of this company, you're going to have to take it out of my hands. And I don't intend to let this go lightly, because I hold the present and the future right here, the Imagine Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And let's say you are the future of the company, and I don't believe that for a second. I want you at home to ask yourself, who do you want to represent you? Do you want a guy who carries around a tag team title, refuses to defend it, or do you want the defending heavyweight champion? You want a guy who walks out every night, loses his match, and then comes here with 20 excuses as to why it happened rather than owning that it was his fault, that he wasn't good enough to get the job done. When I've gone out every single night and I got the job done by doing whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Like I told Kato, I will do whatever it takes to win. Is that what you want? You want someone who will do whatever it takes. Not just give it their best. Not just give it a shot. And that's why I stand here as the heavyweight champion right now. Do you want a guy who's confident, no matter what, like myself, a guy who carries himself with integrity, sets an example that you need. You refuse to admit it, but you need me. You need me more than you need yourself even. That is why I am the future of this company. And you're going to have to tear it out of my cold, dead hands. So tell me what you intend to do about that, Braden Elliott.
Braden, responding words.
Well, apparently I don't have what it takes. You know, sometimes in life, the old lion has a young lion step up to him, and that young lion plans to take everything. It all becomes his, and that's what happens on Saturday.
the standard of professional wrestling in central Pennsylvania has been Cato for 27 years. And I've said what this match means to me. And I said that on July 18th, I'm walking in to take that place because I want to be the standard, because I have what it takes. I have everything that it takes. The fact of the matter is I just did it my way, not your way. There's plenty of wrestlers in the back here that are capable and willing to take my spot. If they stepped up, they could. There's plenty of wannabe professional wrestlers too that can't mention me by name, but they want to call me out. And when I take the Imagine Heavyweight title, they can come and they can say something, and I'll knock them down just like I'm going to knock you down on Saturday.
You haven't done it yet, though.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, because I'm talking now. Because now you got me hot. On Saturday, I'm coming for two things. One, your title, and Cato's spot. Because I have been in their shoes. I have been in the fans' shoes. The 12-year-old boy, the 12-year little Braden Elliott was sitting in the front row of professional wrestling shows saying, this isn't professional wrestling. This isn't what I watch on TV. This isn't the professional wrestling with larger-than-life people. And then when Imagine Wrestling started 8 years ago, it was to bring better professional wrestling to the area. And I personify that. I am what this company was built on. When I walk through the curtain, I am what this company said it was going to be. Professional wrestling at its best. And on Saturday, I'm taking that title from you, and there's nothing you can do. There's not a damn thing you can do about it.
What? No.
You
want to hit me?
I do want to hit you.
Oh, then do it.
I do.
Take yourself out of this match, you idiot.
Not here. Come on, guys. Not here. Please, please, don't rob the fans. Come on.
The fact of the matter is, this Saturday, I will take that title, and I will be the face, the future, and the standard of this company. Because I am Braden Elliott, and I won't back down.
Guys, please.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Let's save it for Saturday. Let's find out who really is the future of the company. If you think you got it. Let's go ahead.
Just wait.
Just wait. Yeah, we'll wait till Saturday. We'll see you on Saturday. We'll see you on Saturday. I'm in a bad spot. To be perfectly honest, I have spent way too much time reminiscing. Way too much time dreading this Saturday, but not for the reason you may think. I don't fear the two of them. I continue to think they're focused on the wrong things, and because of that, I feel pretty confident in my chances on Saturday night, but I don't want to talk too much about Saturday because I'm sure I'll have plenty to say in the next few days about Saturday on my own personal social media and at the show on Saturday. I want to talk to you, all of you that are seeing this live, all of you that are going to see this over the next few days online. I want to talk to you directly. When I was a little kid, I fell in love with professional wrestling. It's not exaggeration to say that I fell in love with wrestling at 3 years old. And so my dad would take me to my grandma's house, and because we didn't have cable, we just had a little, up until I was 14, we only had a little black and white television with local stations. So we would go to my grandma's every Saturday night at 6:05 on the Superstation. We would watch WTBS, which had NWA wrestling with Ric Flair and Harley Race, Tommy Wildfire Rich, who was my first favorite wrestler. Then later I found out about WWF and Bob Backlund and and all that. And so it's been a big part of my whole life. And when I was a kid, I was so infatuated with it. But I was a socially awkward little kid that, came up in a different time. I wasn't allowed to say much. I had to be quiet a lot. And so the aspirations and the dreams of becoming a professional wrestler didn't really seem realistic. Didn't seem like, as much as I loved it, it's not something that entered into my mind. I spent most of my youth obsessed with wrestling. And when you're a little kid who's sort of obsessed with something that's out of the norm, you're ostracized, you're sort of pushed to the side. Doesn't help when you're unbelievably poor. And for me, wrestling has always been something that let me disassociate with what my real life was going on and let me live vicariously through the larger-than-life characters on television. So it's been a passion of mine. Then one day, I was in a truck at work at my real job, and I heard an ad. I was up by Punxsutawney working, and I heard an ad for a school. I was 23 years old, and they had advertised a school. And they didn't advertise a school. They advertised a local wrestling show, which I didn't even know about independent wrestling that well. It could be locally at 23 years old. But I went to the show, and they advertised the school, and I went to the school. Long story short, here I am now, 27 years later. I got to live a great life. I got to live and do the thing that I never thought was possible. And so my recommendation to anybody is take a chance on yourself. Don't live in your past. Don't live in what other people have told you that you're capable of. Live within your own capabilities. Believe in yourself. You people that have come into my life through wrestling, whether you're a fan of wrestling, part of the crew here, the cameraman, cue ball, all of you guys have made this possible that I've been able to live my dream. Braden said it earlier, but it's really true of me. I am you. I could be that person sitting in the front row. We're not different. To know that this Saturday is the largest pre-sale that we've ever had, I acknowledge certainly part of that, a big part of that is the Rail City Rumble. People love the Rumble. We have lots of great debuts this Saturday, and I acknowledge that. But part of it, I'm going to guess at least 10% of it is because some people are coming to see me. And I really appreciate that because if I'm being honest, my entire childhood, being ostracized, being different, I never really felt valued or loved. And through wrestling, all I've tried to do for 27 years is feel that feeling of having value, feeling some level of love, and knowing that so many of you are going to be there for me means more than any word that I could possibly say or illustrate. It means the world. So guys, I thank you, I love you, and good night.